Hi, and welcome back to the Sexy Brutale, where I'm hanging out in the basement kitchen waiting for the dumb waiter to arrive. Because I want to have a look at that flower puzzle again, because I couldn't even fucking start doing it the last time around. So I hope the elevator does do some kind of noise to alert me. Aha! And now we're ready to move on, because we needed that statue arm. Oh, it's still active? Ah, okay. So, we're doing now weird stuff, which is... Are you fucking kidding me? Which is blowing up the plot line of the game, if it does something like that. Okay, let's see. Clay Rock Ridge. Red Rock Ridge. Aurum Runes. Clay, Red and Aurum. Let's see, what are they associated with? That's Clay, isn't he? Clay. It has a red mask. Red is which guy? This guy? No, that's Grayson, so that's red. Something white or so? And Aurum is gold. Okay. So this one goes to Clay here. I have a gold flower, which obviously goes here. The flower takes root in the soil and blooms. A pale purple flower, which goes here, where we get a light gray flower. Does that go here again? And whoever is there gets the red flower. What are you? Eleanor Bonds gets the red rose. Of course, she does. We have the second thing filled in. We're still missing whatever that is. This crypt is empty. The arm doesn't work with that. There's an empty crypt where I have nothing to put in. So the only other thing is the one with the big cable, which would be this one. Ah, which is this? Oh, it's grown! Okay, so we need to use it multiple times. The sapling is now a small tree, but this would have taken years to grow this large. Perhaps a little water will help. Okay, then restart day. Don't need any of those items anymore. Go back to the big tree again. Let's see how far it has grown now. Or was it the time of day? Might have been the time of day. Let's see. This must be the last puzzle, so let's see. Small tree fills the room. How long would a man have to water sapling for it to grow like this? Fire? Doesn't really look like something that should be set on fire. Okay, so we have to water it again. Perhaps a little water will help. I think this made a cutscene happen, yeah. Now I'm curious how the sapling looks tomorrow. Huh, I'll go back for it. Soon, TM. So let's go inside. This is the marquee, I assume. Oh my god, what has he done to you? No! Run! This is this. He gave us something. And the villain has this appearance again. I've seen him a few times around now. Well, this is utterly tiresome. I mean, well done and so forth, you found my secret, etc, etc. I know it must look cool, chaining what appears to be a madman up in a dungeon, using these mirrors to show him the guest being murdered over and over again, tormenting him until his tears of sorrow and rage fill the tank that is his prison. But it's all very necessary, you see. Yes, I can see how you look at me, but... Boone, take this, get up the... No, I rather think not. Yes, that's better. I control every part of this world. This creature, however, is what you might consider the battery. He's my power source. The two of you were the only aspects outside my grasp. But now I think it's time to end this, not with a bang or fanfare, but with a simple snap of my... What? How dare... Go. Sapphire tier ring, check inventory for details. I got the ring! Run, Boone! This is very much not over. And we're getting set back to wherever we were before. What do we do with the ring? Don't we get a tutorial for the ring? No, we don't. Not yet. Let's see what the inventory says. A blue tear-shaped ring given to you by the bloodied girl. So what do I do with the blue tear stone ring? Normally it increases defense while on low health, at least in Dark Souls. And now? Does my map have anything to say about where to go? What's that? Let's go back to the place over there with the ring. Before any guest dies. Ah, this may... Okay. Statue glows with an ugly malevolence, but is sealed tightly shut again. Okay. Will this allow me to keep progress and thus enable me to save everyone? I assume we have to take the elevator up again. That's... we could also go to the other place. Let's try to interact with the elevator as we're here. Which is this part, and I can't see. Nothing happens when you present the ring. Okay. So I assume we have to go back to the theater. I don't hope that we have to save all of them again. We will need another power to do so. Ah, this will allow us to go through the doors, I assume. Is this locked again? Yes, of course it is, but it has nothing inside. Yeah. That's also why they keep showing up on the map again. So we can now take the only way out into the other part of the basement, where every time when I do something like that, we have to reload the level again. The bar. Let's set us to this one, not with that, but with this. Don't know what we have to do now. I assume we have to go to her. But I wanted to try whether... I can go through the blue doors now. I want to see whether I can go through these doors now. Oh god, I've been on the other side of the door. A secret way to the basement. Okay. Yeah, let's just wait for them. Shouldn't take too long. Wait. We do it in another... we don't know if that's safe. We don't know how much time the other guy needs to leave the place. So this is just like the other thing. Oh, we have to wait for that, yeah. So if this doesn't work, we have to use the ring. We also have one key that we haven't used, but if that key fits now, I'm calling bullshit on the story. They should put it in a room that you can't access without the last power you were given. Also, we need to have a look out for the X that tells us stuff about rooms. Like this one. We now know stuff about the dance hall. The Marquis considered himself an audio pioneer who loved to experience and experiment with a truly eclectic range of music. By mixing the old with the new, he threw parties that offered something truly different for his guests. Nothing brought him more joy than seeing new and exciting dances created in order to keep up with the fresh sounds played in his dance hall. The Marquis liked to say that his balls were greatly admired by high society, a comment for which he would usually be sharply rebuked by his wives. Okay, we can now go here. We can't go through the door, yeah? Okay. Yeah, that was a waste of time, other than the one press of the X button. Where do we need to go? Over here, I think. There was it. This is like the only locked door that I remember. The door's locked, I can't open it. Let's go for the key. We've seen a key over there. Should be here. No, not here. The other over there. Here. There's only one locked door and one key, so that should be easily fixed. Opens this door. What are you? So he's here now. Grow. You want to play cards. I know a card game we can play. You love blackjack, but I lost my cards. Get my cards and we can play. You will want the prize, so you want the cards. Get the cards, all the cards. There are enormous chains around this creature's wrist, securing him to the playing table. Ah, this is where I will kill you, I saw that. This is where we need our cards, which are here. 45 out of 52, so 7 cards and 7 invitations to go. I need to go and look at all the buddies in time. So I assume we need to visit Bloody Lady now, which should be available here. Yeah, no one's in this room for once. And that's 1 or 2 hours before Aurum comes back. I always want to call him Thanos. I don't know why. Yeah, she also told me that she wanted to see the ring. So this is an obvious thing. Hey! X. Brochure. It says something about the gardens. The Marquis was an indifferent gardener, but Eleanor loved the mansion grounds, and under her care they flourished. The fountain and statues were carved from a single block of marble, imported at phenomenal expense and worked on day and night by Trinity for almost a year. The full extent of the mansion's grounds extend far beyond what can be seen from the terrace. We have 4 things: an unknown power, an unknown power, an unknown power, an unknown power in the chapel. There's stuff that's secret, which all of that I don't know how to access, but can access because it's not saying like an unknown power. There's one thing in the basement. We need to find the Jack of Hearts, the King of Diamonds, and the Ace of Hearts. An unknown power is needed to do something in the Heaven and Hell staircase. An unknown power 2 times, the theater waiting room and the theater itself. So it's our power that we need for that. This is all like the power that we have. The King of Spades. Two powers in the casino. And the guest invitations. And no idea what that is. But let's go on. Enough time wasted in the menus. I don't like the shattering glass sound effect when she dies. The door is marked with a teardrop. It will not open. The door is reacting to the Marquis' signet ring. Let's go to the Bloody Lady. Oh, okay. The clock in your pocket while shaking perfect harmony. The sound is soothing. We could advance time here if we want to. Okay. I think I'm wasting my time here. Because I don't think I will awake at the fireplace. The door, it seems like the heat is less intense on this side of the room. If only we were here earlier. F1. Yeah. Okay. What now? Ah, over here. Go out again. Yeah, let's go to again. Like 2 times in a row. Oh, game is chugging. Why that? Don't like the daunting music in the gardens where nothing has happened so far. Go back to the bleedy lady. The bloody lady, whatever. Lefcadia, it's been such a long time. Would you talk to Lucas? Something seems to be troubling him. He has always looked up to you, you know. I know he teases you dreadfully about your lifestyle. But he respects you enormously. More than anyone else I know. Yeah, she of course had the red rose attached to her, Eleanor. Of course she had the red rose attached to her. I believe he's always wanted to be more like you. Perhaps when he's a little older. Or more mature, I should say. Oh, you have our ring. Can I see? Yes. She repairs it, so now we can go through the doors, I assume. I remember you presenting this to us when you married us, the ruby heart ring. You must take it, Lucas will be missing it, I'm sure. Tell him I just needed a rest. Ah, that's the mask she's carrying. The little guy is heavy. Over there in the background. I hope he won't be mad that I'm missing the party. I know he loves the mansion, but this is all we've ever really needed. This right here, this is our perfect little world. Please tell him I will wait for him, won't you? I will be right here whenever he's ready. To follow you into the afterlife? Or what's going on here? And that hair is too long. I mean, I like long hair, but that's too long. If you scrape it over the ground, just cut it like over your ankles so that you don't brush the ground every time something happens there. That was Eleanor, the Marquis's wife. She's always here, safe in this place. You've seen some of the truth now. The mansion was on fire. We, the guests, died. It should have ended there. But that creature in the gold mask, somehow he brought them all back, torturing us over and over. I tried to help them, tried to find some peace in all this pain, but he is so strong. But with that ring, I believe you can stop him. There's a secret place. My uncle, Sixpence, was so close. Take that ring to the room where Aurum died. It will unlock the path. Eleanor left her mask for you. Take it. The last mask. We can now go through the doors with a mask. Then the mirror mask was the life and soul that connected the people and places in the Sexy Brutale. Her mask allows you to travel by stepping into the mirrors placed throughout the mansion. You can now walk through any mirror in the Sexy Brutale. The movements of all the staff and guests had also been revealed to you on the map. Okay, good that I didn't take the time and effort to look at all of them. She always tried so hard to see the best in people, but it's what you see that will matter. Now look into the mirror. Please don't do one big sequence in which I have to save everyone, because that's just too much with like the stupid bullshit with the levers that have to be put 3 times. Oh. I've never seen inside that place, you know? I'm not sure whether to rage impotently or just be quietly glad. Anyway, I've watched you, Lefcadio. Your arrival was somehow unexpected. All these years you've done your beautiful loop, dying along with sixpence in the chapel. Then all of a sudden one day you're running around, ruining everything. It took me a little while to figure it out. And then of course I knew that bloody creature had to be involved. I'm sure she has spun all the tales about me and what's happening here. I'm sure they've left out some rather important information. It will be utterly candid with you now, Boone. I could end this right now. I could end you. I have the power. Perhaps she's right. And I'm a monster. But we might all be monsters here. I want you to see, to understand. Come with me. I think we're now getting background stories thrown at us. Yes, Sixpence. Now the first question is, am I really a murderer? And to that the answer is most assuredly yes. You see this man here, dear Reginald? I killed him, stone dead. It wasn't my finger that pulled the trigger, but it was my command. Family as well, you know. Yeah, but why? The staff member looks grimly dispassionate. He's doing his job without malice or pleasure. Sixpence is frozen perfectly in time. His face shows disbelief and agony. Yeah, I know what you did. You don't need to re-show that to me. The heart of the casino, our dear friend Clay. In this scenario, I had him die from a shot of venom from the same spider which would go on to devour his precious wife. He did like a drink, Clay, but never when he was working, you know. There's almost a sense of sadness in the lifeless mechanical eyes of Sixpence's prototype robot. The poison has burnt the flesh around Clay's mouth down to the bone. It was a horrific way to die. Also, it's not poison, it's acid if it burns away the flesh. Yeah, the spider now. So fitting, she was so beautiful, Trinity, the moth by moonlight. It was what Clay called her. She loved that name, a moth. So I thought it very fitting for her to be eaten by my giant spider. I never had one, you know. I'm sure nothing could possibly grow that big, but by gods, I wish they did. I would have kept it in a room just like this one. Yeah, you made that up here. I know. Big spider. Doesn't really fit the rest of the universe. You cannot imagine the terror she must have felt, bound in thread and waiting for the end. A creature from a nightmare. The Witch. This one was rather fantastical. When we found that fish, I did so want to believe the four stories a voodoo fish. I rather suspect it was just a guppy with some particularly bright colors. The man who sold it to me must have thought I was the most gullible person under the sun. But I wasn't paying for the fish, I was paying for the story. Eleanor called me a fool, but she did love to watch him in his tank. Best fortune I ever spent. I'd like to say that Willow would never have hanged herself, but then a long time ago I stopped even trying to pretend I could understand what another person might do. You're saying a lot of I. Willow's face is contorted in agony. At one point you thought this creature had the answers, but he is just a fiction, a boogeyman. Miss Tequila Bell, what a voice. She was a living work of art. I murdered her with the notes of a song and then had my staff throw her body down a garbage chute. I know. The staff member appears to be taking a certain amount of pride in the carnage she has created. Tequila bleeding to the death from deep lacerations all across her body. The stained glass window is smashed to pieces. Yeah, that's what has killed her. The magicians. Grayson Red. It really wasn't a party until those two got here. Grayson really is such a complete scoundrel, but my god, he's fun, or he was at least. Red really wouldn't have done anything for him. I'm almost certain that it would be so much more painful if Grayson had gone second and Red had to watch him die first. Yes, perhaps I changed this one. Asshole. What kind of maniac imagines torturing a man in this way? He gave his own life to try to save Grayson. Then those two guys. The last two. Orum, I smattered him down in the furnace like a big gold bar. My mansion had many strange and wonderful creations, but a lift that doubled as an incinerator, that would have been something. I like to think that if Orum were able to choose how he went, then perhaps he would have chosen something like this. Though in a way he almost did. There's a small hope that his heart gave out before he burned to death. Fire blasts from the furnace. Then the guy in the tank. Next, isn't it? The one coming down here. Thanos, what a mind to waste. It wasn't just this mansion that he built, you know. There are similar works of architectural genius all over the country. He was a grouchy and often tiresome old man, but that mind was like a cracked diamond. At least his works will live on. Well, Boone, you have heard my confession. As I said, I'm a murderer. This is not a brag or boast. I'm not good or clever for it. I'm sinful and gross. I've killed everyone in this mansion, but there's one person who didn't die. A beautiful golden elevator is the connection between the horror upstairs and the madness down here. Thanos' body is charred to a crisp. The furnace cooked him thorough. There's someone being held alive. One man who survived the events of the day here, who woke up in a broken body with a broken mind. They put a machine on his face and the machine forced him to breathe until he was fit to stand. If the man in the gold mask says it true, then the mask is a breathing aid? Who are the staff here? A man who served his time, but time that could never be enough. Whoever was in this cell, they must have been here for years upon years for a tree to grow this large. The crypt. A man who lived when all the others did not. I would like you to meet that man, Boone. I would like you to meet him and then decide if his day should end. Crypt is marked Lucas, it's empty. Crypt's marked Eleanor, you know somehow that the grave is real, she is here. This door. The answer will be behind these doors. Come and find me there. She and I will be waiting for you. And the time is going back again. And I assume I now get the power to go through the doors. Maybe he'll remove the thing. We at the Heaven that Hell staircase thingy. Tutorials. The mirror walk. Yeah. With the map. With the inventory with the ring. Given to you by the Bloody Girl and blessed by Eleanor Bonds. Yeah, we have everything here. Okay, and next episode we'll step into a mirror to go down here. Hopefully, so I hope that I remember where there was a mirror near here. There's no mirror in this part. I think up there? No, still not there. How are the mirrors looking? That way. Okay. Let's see if there's a mirror nearby for the next episode. I don't see one. the ghost symbols are going. Interesting. Don't really remember where the mirrors were. Okay, that's the thing for the next episode to delve into. Next episode we're going for the mirrors. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day.